With work from home becoming the norm, employers face growing obligations to ensure the safety and well-being of remote workers. ComplyLog digitizes the entire process, giving employers audit-ready compliance evidence and employees a simple, guided experience. This video demonstrates how the ComplyLog platform can help you try and meet your remote work safety obligations. Here's a quick overview of the platform. For companies, the admin is responsible for setting up the company and providing overall oversight. Managers handle the day-to-day activities, oversee employees, review submissions, monitor each department and individual employees, and manage the ongoing invitation of new employees. My Workspace is where employees complete their work. For employees, we recommend installing the app and using a phone. It helps streamline the process when completing submissions. The employee view is very straightforward with a simple to-do list. It gives employees a summary of the submissions they need to complete, shows what has been completed recently, and allows them to report an incident, access help and lodge any confidential support requests. If there's a new incident at home, it can be reported here and everything is audited and tracked. Any confidential disclosures can also be made here and those do not go to the manager. Those will go to the company's allocated safety contact. The My Submissions tab shows the work that has already been done. It's all very straightforward. There's also a user guide explaining what needs to be done and why. For an employee, the standard activities for working from home 2 days a week should only take around 2 hours a year. Now back to the admin portal. What you'll see is the overview page, which is a summary of activity across the entire company. The initial setup stage, before inviting managers and employees, is via Company Setup. The admin guide gives a detailed explanation of how the process works. It's quite straightforward. When you first log in, you'll need to enter your company name and location. You then apply the appropriate jurisdiction. From there, you can see the different components of the company setup and track progress across each of them: departments, team members, and safety contacts. As mentioned earlier, safety contacts are for confidential matters, a high-level HR role rather than just a manager. You'll also set reporting lines and outline the work from home policy, which is required under the regulations. We suggest you pre-set up your managers so you can allocate employees to them at the time of invitation, rather than making it a two-step process. Every feature in the platform can be enabled or disabled. The default items that come pre-enabled are all core functionality specified by the OHS, WHS regulations. Work from home assessments are a key feature. Safety checklists are used to keep each employee's information records up to date. Wellbeing check-ins satisfy another important component under the duty of care. Incident reporting is also available if you do not already have an existing reporting process for issues or incidents that happen in the house. Psychosocial is disabled by default. Most companies should already have their own psychosocial well-being system in place through the office and a fully functioning work system. The platform also enables confidential support submissions. Everything can be customized, including your own frequencies for check-ins, checklists and everything else. There are explanations of what everything does and why it's there and how it ties back to your OHS and WHS obligations. You can send task reminders and set the frequency that employees will receive them. You can even decide if you want the company to require all users to set up two-factor authentication. Any user can set up 2FA if the company default is off. But if you set the company to required, all company users must set up 2FA. You can also elect to receive our automatically generated monthly activity report to your nominated contact. For those that require it, we have a secondary subscription that enables data sovereignty of all critical documents. Quick links and reporting lines are included, so everything is fairly straightforward. Checklists are what gets sent to employees once they have completed their work from home assessment and granted work from home status. There are 7 different standard templates in the platform, all based on the specific OHS/WHS regulations. You can modify the frequency to suit any company requirements. There are also detailed explanations of why each one is there. Wellbeing check-ins are the regular updates. They help you stay on top of any changes or determine whether a full reassessment is needed. For example, if someone has reported a change to their workstation condition, you might request a new work-from-home assessment. There's also a policy template if you don't already have one. You can modify the template as needed. Under Management, you can invite team members using either individual invites or bulk invites and processes. You can have multiple admins and multiple managers. A person can also be an admin, a manager, and an employee. Employee is for people who are working from home or have applied to work from home. So that's the functionality of the different portals. The Manager portal is more focused on managing employees. You'll see a welcome back view, team compliance, and the pending work in a to-do format. Here you can see which reports and submissions need to be reviewed and checked along with what has been done recently. You'll also see any incidents logged by employees. As a manager, you will only see employees who report through your control parameters, whether that's by department or by specifically allocated employees. There's also a risk control plan which the admin generates. That's for companies to identify key areas to focus on and are based on the submissions and responses from the team. There is also access to all team checklists and team check-ins, resources, help, and a comprehensive audit log. You can always access the user guide for more detail. Back to the overview, and you can see that it all runs as a systematic process and is fairly straightforward, broken down into 3 separate roles. Start your 14-day free trial at ComplyLog.com.au.